Just a quick video on the Nutri blender. Looks like somebody asked me if I could try to fix one of these that was dead on arrival. And it's taken me about 15 minutes. Get all the screws out, take it apart. We ended up over here. We had this broke piece of plastic. Looks like it came off the bottom. I'm looking at it right here. It looks like this cracked in here around the motor spindle. And one of the little motor mounts. See all the way around the spindle here. If I can get my finger in here. That whole plastic around it. I'm going to go ahead and throw some epoxy up in there. See if I can get it working. See that crack there? And also looks like there's some mounts here. And also this thing obviously hit the ground pretty solid, or quality control didn't do their job. And that little spring just sort of holds that wire in place. But so far I read online there may be a thermal sensor that's going bad, but it wouldn't come on at all. Looks like you just click this button here on the side. It looks like if you're putting the lid on. Shit, I can't get to put my phone down a little bit so this work, but it seems like it's of course I let go of the button. Well, it's working. I can't hold the camera, push the button, and do it all at the same time. I'm going to put it all back together after I epoxy the broken pieces, and we will do an update video for this blender that was dead on arrival. I believe I got it fixed. Update on the Nutri blender, dead on arrival, and what we have come to the conclusion. We disassembled it all. It looks like looks like this was probably dropped. It was bad enough damage where I would think quality control at the factory would have seen it, so more than likely it was done probably by the first person that bought it. Accidentally dropped it and returned it to the store. If you spin this thing, you can see it is not level. It goes up and down. I'm trying to do it where it can be seen. I've done my best to flex it back, but it's not level. More than likely, my assumption is, since I've disassembled this all and got to the bottom of it down here where the cooling fan is and where it attaches, there was some of the plastic that was broke. You can see it early in the video if my wife splices these together. And so I've go ahead and fixed the plastic with 1 minute epoxy, got it all put back together. Flex this back to where it is as level as possible when it turns. You can still see it's off, but I don't want to actually over flex and break this plastic. So it went from non-working to get her locked in place. I don't hear any grinding or anything under here, so even if that little disc where it attaches to these gears, I mean, they are soft rubber, probably designed to wear out with built-in obsolescence. That's how things get built nowadays. We have a blender from about 1960s from the grandparents passed down to us. Still working fine. Makes you wonder why they can't build a refrigerator to last more than 5 years now. Yet your grandfather probably has the same fridge he bought back when he was a young man. Anyway, it seems like this right here seems to still be working, grabbing these teeth. I'm not hearing any slippage. So, about an hour project, disassembling this, figuring out what was wrong with it, getting it all epoxied up, glued back together, and identifying the problem. Too easy.